do you know what? Yet again, it was a toss-up between Jurassic Park and the fantastic, beyond fantastic, Fantastic Four. Oh my God. That was absolutely fucking epic. Excuse my language, anyone here? I don't even know where to start. So, I mean, when I first saw the trailer for the Fantastic Four film, I was like, oh God, here we go. It's another Marvel bullshit, like, so, you know, end of the world. That's it. Everything's cooked. In they come to save the day, like the Avengers. But this was so different, vastly different, fantastically different. So I don't even know where to start. Set and scenery, backing cast, beautiful. I mean, the whole thing is like it's almost like a futuristic throw backwards in time. So is that like almost like I got hints of Back to the Future meets WandaVision in this, which is incredibly ironic because Vanessa Kirby, even when I saw the trailer for the first time, I just got Elizabeth Olsen vibe. She doesn't just look like Elizabeth Olsen, she sounds like her. Again, it's ironic because in Fantastic Four, most of the set is very 1950s, 60s, and in WandaVision, I think it's episode 3 or 4, Elizabeth Olsen's character, Wanda, amazingly, she sets the scene of the whole 50s and 60s vibe. So, yeah, Vanessa Kirby, you are a stand-in for Elizabeth Olsen, absolute doppelganger. I don't know if anybody else out there, and even her fellow cast, have realised this, but I have. And it's, she was fantastic, Vanessa Kirby. They were all fantastic. Now, is it Joseph Quinn? No, but even then, I was going to say he drops really tacky one-liners trying to be funny. But it was funny because it was just the perfect amount. This could have gone in a completely different direction, and it didn't. It went right in mine. So, like I say, the setting, it's like a futuristic but past. Doesn't make sense. That's what I loved about it. So it's like Times Square in New York. You've got all the there's a lot of commercial. I don't know what the significance was of all the billboards. Like there was hundreds of adverts. You got Wrigley's chewing gum, got Pop-Tarts, like famous milkshake and cereal brands. So I don't know what the relevance was of all that. There was a lot of commercialism in it though, and like all these like advertisements, even the commercials that were showing. Yeah, it was. Anyway, it's beautiful. It really is. Oh my God, I'm so enthused about it. I loved this. Good God. Right, so the set and the costumes, the women with their sort of 1950s bobs, earrings, the men, their sort of, you know, the pork pie hats, spectacles and suits. It was just a 50s era. And it was, combined with this whole dystopian, futuristic feel, immense. Brilliant, that's it. I'm going to leave that there because I do have a tendency, don't I, to sort of waffle about things I enjoy, but it was fucking great. That's it. Yeah. That's it. The CG, oh my God. The visuals, the special effects. Do people call them special effects nowadays? CGI, whatever, the visuals, beyond stunning. In fact, right, there's a side note, where Galactica arrives on Earth. Oh, and Jennifer Garner, oh my God, what do I do? Okay, right, so I don't know, there are so many individual elements that makes Fantastic Four spectacular. I don't know where to begin. So, right, the visuals and CGI. Did I say Jennifer? Fucking Julia Garner. It's Julia Garner. When she first appears on screen with her like metallic skin, and she's basically made of mercury, and like she cruises this surfboard through space and down to Earth. How she delivers the sort of doomsday dialogue. I was gripped, absolutely gripped. Her hair. First thing I noticed, I was going to like. The hair, I just noticed people's hair. It's like slick back, shiny. She was absolutely captivating. I was mesmerised, and how she sounds, like the tone of voice and the ominous vibe that she gives it. I was almost gobsmacked. This was great stuff, excellent stuff. But she's, she's beautiful character and stunning visuals. But Galactico, when he arrives in New York, sort of past and future New York, love it. Oh my god, I love that. The camera, it's sort of like, so the camera sort of goes down, pans down, and it sort of angles, and he turns. Oops. Bit cold in here. And he sort of turns, and his horns, and the way his Galactica was created, how he's put together and portrayed. Oh my god, fucking hell! I was sat there like, I was honestly, I was sat. I just couldn't take my eyes off the screen. That was incredible. So and he sort of, what does he do? He turns and looks at Lady Liberty. And there's that split second of, two worlds colliding. It was great. So everything, what can I say? The CGI and visuals are stunning. I'm so bowled over by the Fantastic Four that I can barely, I can barely speak properly or get my points across. Right, so. It's convincing, it's mesmerising, it's beautiful, it's gripping, and in addition, the whole the baby storyline. Thank you, cast, producer, and director, for not dragging it out. See, in most films that I've seen recently, if there's like a family sort of, if there's a family twist to the tale, it sort of it goes on. There's really like lengthy scenes that are sort of it's just talky bullshit and like emotional peril. None of that here. The baby's born. The baby's got powers. The baby's adorable. Oh my god! So it was excellent the way they incorporate him into the story, because that's another thing. Incredibly, there's more elements to this that are excellent. So how the story's put together and how it plays out, it's boom, boom, click, done. Galactica arrives on Earth. They try and defeat him. An incredibly emotional. I was crying at the end of the film because one of the characters. Okay, how do I say this without spoiling it for you? One of the characters. Okay, fuck it, fast forward, I don't care, I'm going to say it. One of the characters dies, but then subsequently sort of sits up. How do I even say that without spoiling the plot? For fuck's sake. One of the characters dies and comes back to life. Hey, I haven't completely ruined it for you because you don't know which one. But, that bit was all engulfing emotion. I was crying. I couldn't take my eyes away from the screen. I was completely intrigued by the story. I was entertained. I was mesmerised by the CGI and visuals. My God. That was brilliant. The poster's just come up in the background on the screen. You see, when I first saw that, the whole poster with Elizabeth Olsen. I know it's not Elizabeth Olsen, I'm just gagging. Elizabeth Olsen, Doppelganger, and the rest of them. It just looked like, oh, great, here we go, another Avengers stuff. This was so far from any superhero film I've seen recently and previously. I loved it. From the beautiful set and CGI down to the costumes, the backing characters, and the well put together story, how the film rolls, the emotion, the impact, the everything. Oh my God! Do you know what? I was absolutely fucked when I got up this morning. I'm so tired. I was down in London yesterday for work. So 1 minute I'm sort of hurtling along the Bakerloo line, like off my face with tiredness. The next, I'm sort of wake up this morning, having me scrambled egg and a few corn sausages flying about, and I thought to myself, I'll pop down to the cinema today. I really should see Jurassic Park. Fuck off! My God, this is so much better. So much better. Oh my God. Well, I mean, it could be. I'm thinking it's so much better because I haven't seen Jurassic Park yet. But yeah, like I say, Fantastic Four was just fantastic. It's one of the best in recent weeks that I've seen. Wowzers. Right. So was there anything else? Because I let's see. How's it begin? No. Oh my God. How could I forget that? Didn't forget that. Fully absorbed it at the beginning. Jesus. The opening, it was classic. So the intro to who the Fantastic Four are, there's this American presenter stood on stage and he's like, they've saved our skin many a times, they've rebuilt our city, they wear great suits or whatever. He's really like bigging up Fantastic Four. There's this whole intro into who they are and how they've saved the world. How that is performed was just fantastic. It was a sheer throwback to the 1950s, like the sort of squeaky commercials and the members of the public going, "Thank you, Fantastic Four," in the background and all that. How that's emblazoned on screen, like the visuals and the graphics. Frigging, I won't say. I'm really trying to watch my mouth here around people who are like walking around. How that was done was brilliant. The whole 1950s intro, how slick it was, how witty it was. It sets the scene perfectly, and the score, the music that's playing as well. There wasn't one part of Fantastic Four that was not fantastic. Did they purpose it? Did they do that on purpose? Did they make it fantastic purely for that? Because my God. That was, I couldn't have loved that more. It was such an excellent opener. I got my points across. Yeah, I think I have. But Jesus, I have to, Vanessa Kirby. Vanessa Kirby. She was just, does anybody else out there agree? I mean, obviously no one can answer this unless you put comments below, but she is like a parallel version of Elizabeth Olsen. There is no question about it. She sounds like her, she looks like her. And the WandaVision style set of the convulsing TVs, the visuals, the 1950s adverts, the costumes, the wigs, the makeup. It just got echoes of WandaVision throughout Fantastic Four. I'm so glad I had a good cry. Like I say, when I was in London yesterday, I was shattered. I got my alarm went off at 1:25 yesterday morning to get the 3:00 bus from here down there. Oh my God, I got back at 11 last night. Out like a light. I was absolutely shattered. So I think this is sort of like akin to watching a film with a hangover. I was at the end of like Fantastic Four just then. I was like, oh my God! I can just feel these tears rolling down my cheeks. So therapeutic. That was another thing. I was very vocal actually. I made sure I used the loud parts in the film. So when the score, fantastic, like the whole epic soundtrack, as soon as it got loud, I sat there and used those seconds to exclaim. I was at one point, I was like, fuck me, oh my God. Especially when Galactus arrives on Earth. He was just brilliant, the way he stomps through the city and all that. Wowzers. I used the sound score when the volume went up to swear, basically, proper potty mouth. I loved it. I absolutely did. So I need to stop here. I think I've oh God, all of this is I've just tornadoed here into like everything. But yeah, I thought this would be so much worse. Well, it wasn't bad, but so much worse than it wasn't. So yeah, it was just brilliant. Fuck. Oh my God. Right, so let me just wind back at 14 minutes. Let me just another part of sub part of this review is years ago. Was it Jessica Alba and what's his name? Jessica Alba and it wasn't one of not Hemsworth brothers. What was his name? Can't remember. It's gone. But I remember when they did Fantastic Four back then. There was like 2 or 3 films. I remember buying them on DVD. We're talking 2005, 6 perhaps. I remember. They were awful, weren't they? My God! Now I look back, I only bought them because of the whole superhero aspect, the fantastical element. And yeah, I shouldn't really. I think I got rid of them in the end, to be honest, because they were actually that bad. But yeah, so what's he looking at? I get a few. Look, I think people can tell I'm doing. Well, obviously they can tell, but I think there's a whole fascination these days with if someone's like vlogging in a public place, isn't there? So yeah, I remember owning Fantastic Four years ago. This 2025 is absolutely minus. Like it's 0 in comparison. It's an absolute brilliant remake, and I'm so glad I came today to watch this. The robot, the toy that comes out of the cereal pack, the set. Yeah, no, it's all CGI. It's all visuals for me. Visuals, soundtrack, and how the movie was produced. I can't tell you. Normally, yeah, Pedro Pascal. It's that whole sort of. It's that whole puppy dog look to him. I've never been a fan of Pedro Pascal. Even his name irritates me for some reason. But yeah, he was brilliant. Like I say, Elizabeth Olsen Part 2, excellent. Joseph Quinn, I think his name is. Each and every actor brings their own striking qualities to this, and it is the absolute. It's not just the icing; it's the fucking cherry on the cake as well. So thank you, Fantastic Four. Tried to mirror there the opening. That opening was just. Okay, right. I've got to end this here. So I can't. Do you know what? As I was sat there watching this movie, I was thinking to myself in my cinema seat, like I couldn't tear my eyes. I was trying to Instagram. I'm quite a bit naughty in the cinema sometimes. I was trying to Instagram a friend of mine. I just couldn't. I had my phone here and I was like, no, I physically can't take my eyes off the screen. And that is what makes a spectacular piece of cinema. That is it. That's it. This was it. Thank you, Fantastic Four. That was exhilarating. I loved it. So yeah, just to finish that point, because I'm proper waffling on this one. I was sat in my cinema seat thinking nothing I can say in a post-screen review can do this film justice. You have to sit down and watch this film to appreciate the stunning, the gorgeous, the visuals that are like full of clarity. Hello. The booming, like addictive soundtrack, the quips, the quirks, and the comedy, the emotion. Right. And yeah, that's it. I need to end here. It's 18 minutes. Fuck. Right. So yeah. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Yeah, nothing I can say, even at 19 minutes long, can do it justice. You've got to see this for yourself. You've got to. End of. Maybe I'll do Jurassic Park next time. I don't know. But I think Naked Gun's out next week. I can't fucking wait. Liam Neeson in a skirt. It's going to be hilarious. I think, is it? Yes, it's Seth MacFarlane who directed it, so it's bound to be Family Guy-esque, isn't it? Excellent. Right, so, yeah, that's it. I need to go broccoli shopping. Fuck. 10 out of 10. Without a doubt, 10 out of 10.